The Warriors taking on the Suns. For Golden State, they want to start this season with a bang on their home floor, showing the home fans what to expect this year. Suns, Warriors, coming right up after this. This is it. Oh, we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The big three for the Suns all on the floor. Booker and Beal as the guards, and KD at the four. Grayson Allen is out there with Nurkic, and for the Warriors, the championship core of the Warriors is out there. Curry and Thompson in the backcourt, with Green working at power forward. Wembanyama is out there with Wiggins. And Greg, when we tip off a new season, it's not uncommon to see some nerves or even sloppy play.
No doubt. I mean, as a player, you put so much time and effort into preparing for the season. Sometimes emotions can get the best of you, and it can take a little time to settle into a game.
You can never let Clay shoot off a crisp pass. He just lets that go so quick.
Pass to Beal. Pass to Nurkic. Fires for three. No good on that one. And so Green will bring it up for the Warriors. It's a three-point game. Curry looking around. Wembanyama passes to Curry. And a miss there on the triple.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Yeah, you got to like how he hustled to guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And last season, the Warriors' so-called two-timeline approach seemed to fall flat, didn't you think, GA?
And whether it was chemistry or younger players still growing into their roles, the Warriors are now clear. There's only one timeline, and that's Steph Curry's.
The free throw drops for Green.
What I appreciate most about Green is his leadership, strong vocally on and off the floor.
Both free throws good from Green. Last season, GA, the Suns trading tons of picks, plus good young players, all for Kevin Durant.
And then this summer, trading for Bradley Beal. It's clear they're going all in, constructing a super team to try and bring Phoenix its first NBA title.
Pass to Curry. Back to Green. Golden State moving it around. Shoots off the step back. Thompson misses. The Suns have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Durant kicks to Booker. Now the pass to Allen. Just 5 to shoot. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
Outside Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Yeah, all those things that Steph does before the game, and you think there's no way he's pulling those off in the game. Guess what? He's pulling them off in the game.
Now here's Booker to halt the run. And you talk about explosive scoring. Wow, Devin Booker, Brent, one of the most explosive players of all time.
So awesome to watch him when he gets rolling, Kevin, and that can happen in like 3 seconds. He's got such a great flow and control of what he can do offensively.
First one falls for him. So the Warriors, GA, last summer deciding to maximize the Curry, Clay, Draymond timeline.
And have slowly swapped their youth for vet contributors. Sent Poole out for the veteran Paul. They know the window is closing and want one more title.
Both free throws good from Booker.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Wembanyama passes to Curry. Outside, Green. Back to Curry. He can't hit that time. Good D by Booker. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. Trailing by 5. Beal's shot is good.
Devin Booker, a shooting guard that does have some point guard skills.
Passes it to Wembanyama. Shoots over Nurkic. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Durant, that's good.
And that's the shot that makes Kevin Durant. He's so special from the mid-range.
Now Curry. Thompson outside. Shoots over Beal. Thompson misses.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul. Kuminga's come in for the Warriors. Paul comes in for Thompson. Eubanks, he's checked in for Phoenix. O'Neal comes in for Grayson Allen. Outside, Beal. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
Suns basketball.
So both teams making some changes here. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Man, you look at the hype surrounding Wembanyama. Greg, it's unreal.
One of the best. He's got the tools to be one of the best to ever play.
Eubanks finds Gordon, and looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
Here's Wembanyama. The shot by Podziemski, no good.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Now here's Beal. 5 to shoot. Here's O'Neal. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Over Eubanks. Pass to Podziemski. Kicks it to Paul. Over Beal. And the Warriors miss again. Suns trail by 3. Lays it up and banks it in. Beal's got his second bucket of the night.
And that's how you average 30 a game. Beal scoring with the bump.
That's good from Wembanyama on the assist by Paul.
Man, he's got that touch working tonight, shooting the ball very well to start this one.
O'Neal outside. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Here's Okogie. And the rejection by Wembanyama. To the inside. Pass to Podziemski. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Phoenix basketball.
Suns trail by 3. Here's Beal. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Chris Paul picks up that one.
And Beal makes a great selection there. He commits to that. Physical defense is not going to take him out of the way, and he draws the foul.
And that one falls for Beal.
And Bradley Beal, another indicator of him doing a little bit of everything for this team.
No good on the second free throw. Kuminga kicks to Paul. To the middle. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
And CP3 with that court awareness, it's legendary, exceptional at realizing when his guys are wide open.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Warriors lead by 4. Live from Chase Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Warriors' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
Great. You look at the size of some of these point guards now, Magic Johnson would feel right at home.
Yeah, it's a part of a larger trend with all the switching defensively. If you have just one smaller guy on the floor, he is going to get targeted.
They're going to go small with Paul and Curry as the guard pair. Wiggins is out there with Kuminga, and it's Green in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
And just too good getting around the defender as Paul is such a savvy player.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much. You know, Devin Booker has a take on load management. He says, I'm not a part of that. I spend a lot of time in the summer making sure my body can take that load on. I want to be out there doing what I have to help the team. That's how I've always been, and I haven't lost sight of those kids up in the stands that might be seeing me for the first time. Kevin, back to you.
I like that perspective, D.A. Thanks. And here's Booker following the three-pointer by Andrew Wiggins over Paul. Paul grabs the board.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Here's Wiggins. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Curry comes up empty down low.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Gordon up on top, guarded by Curry. 6 to shoot. Let's go. Allen's shot is off. Warriors leading by 5. So, Greg, when you think about the Phoenix Suns, what do you think fuels them the most?
Kevin, I mean, the fact that they had a 2-0 lead in the 21 NBA Finals and lost, this team is really battling to get back to that stage. And if they do, they want to take care of business this time.
That one drops for him.
Yeah, if you're going to make contact with KD, it's got to be a little bit more physical than that.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Thompson, he's checked in for Golden State. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Phoenix. Thompson from long range. It's good from long range. Thompson's got 6.
That's the automatic Klay Thompson that we're used to.
Booker the pass to Allen. He kicks it to KD. From the arc. Allen's shot is off. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Booker against Curry. Step back shot. No good from Booker. Warriors leading by 6. Puts up a deep 3. Curry can't get it to go. O'Neal against Wiggins. O'Neal no good.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously. If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Yeah, Curry going coast to coast in no time, so great speed shown on that fast break.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Phoenix calls timeout. Brent, I know you love how Wiggins makes a big impact on
The way he has, Wiggins shuts down lethal wing players in this league. So hard to find guys who can do that on top of scoring 20 points.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Eubanks, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Okogie comes in for Allen. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Devin Booker. Here's Eubanks. No scoring in this one. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
1:15 left in the first half. Inside. Back to Kuminga. Just 4 to shoot. And no good. Nice D from Durant. To the paint. Here's Okogie. He shoots again. And he lays it up and in. Okogie's got his second bucket of the night.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
Here's Podziemski. Good. Podziemski's got his first points in this one.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Beal from long range traps in the tray.
And that's money from Beal. He's so crafty at finding space in that deep corner.
There's 21 seconds left in the first half of the game. There's the drive. They get the rebound. Golden State moving the ball around. Pass to Kuminga. Here's Podziemski. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. The Warriors on top, up by 3. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Steve. Some great engagement defensively. What's happening that's good at that end of the floor?
I think they're just playing hard, rotating, playing for each other, and I think they've done a better job of avoiding fouls and just playing through.
Steve, thanks for your time. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. They didn't stop fighting in the second quarter as they maintained most of their first quarter lead and now lead by 3 at the break. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
What you like is many of their baskets come off assists. That's a sign of a team that's working together and functioning at a high level. No need to have this hero ball where I'm going to shoot and no one else is going to get the ball. Nope, they moved it, and we'll see if they can keep it up in the second half.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Phoenix?
Well, their strategy to pound inside has worked well so far. I wouldn't get away from it if I was drawing up the second half plan. Keep working into the posts, and you got to win that physical battle.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See you with Kevin Harlan.
Make some noise, fans, for your Warriors, this team.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been quite a game for Bradley Beal.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Well, Greg, the Suns going all in with the new big three, Beal, Booker, and Durant. That's a lot of firepower.
And they didn't hesitate to bring Beal into the mix. The shooting that they all provide is second to none. On paper, they are as talented as anyone.
Checking out the group for Frank Vogel to start the second half. The big three for the Suns all on the floor. Booker and Beal as the guards, and KD at the 4. Nurkic is out there with Allen, and it goes down 2 points. Suns trail by 3. And here is Durant. He has 6. And there's the drive. Over Green. That one rolling around and rims out. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Back to Wiggins. There's the pass to Green. Now, here's Thompson. 6 points for him. Shot clock at 5. Three-pointer. Kept alive. For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And stolen by Wiggins. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Klay Thompson is tall for a guard, so you want to utilize any advantage you have. That time height came into play.
And you think about Klay Thompson's career, Brent, an incredibly resilient player. Look at all he's overcome.
Well, you think about those injury cards dealt out to Klay. Well, here's an ACL. Not only that, he gets the Achilles card. So he did it twice, and he continues to play at a high level.
And the first one drops. Man, Brent, just when everyone thought the Warriors' glory was over, they reached the pinnacle again, didn't they?
Man, what an unbelievable response in the 2021-22 season. The Warriors winning it all again. Never count this core group out. I mean, you just can't do it. That's what greatness does for you. And we all learned the hard way that the Warriors, they're going to be around for a little while.
So, Brent, thinking back to the 2020 bubble, the Suns went 8-0. Clearly the springboard for that group.
Yeah, amazing, Kevin. The team had missed 10 straight playoffs, and a lot of talk was made that that time in the bubble helped them to come together in ways that next season they weren't going to be denied. And they made the finals in 2021, and the franchise won 64 games in 2022. So the Suns are as bright as ever.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. The Golden State Warriors have made the transformation from a league doormat to an all-time champion since the turn of the century. Now, some sources say that the Warriors are the most valuable franchise in the NBA, and right there amongst the most valuable in the world. New ownership, a new arena, they've made a difference to be sure, but make no mistake, Stephen Curry has been the linchpin. Guys?
Absolutely, no doubt. DA, thank you. The Warriors making a switch here. Paul's checked in. Phoenix calls timeout.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
Now here's Gordon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's the 3. Warriors with the rebound. Wembanyama's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Curry always finds a way. This time inside.
Now, not just from deep. Steph Curry, one of the best guard finishers around the rim.
Gordon goes in.
And Eric Gordon, he knows his role on this team inside and out.
Well, it's amazing Eric Gordon, Greg, can attack this game offensively still and have an impact. He's ready as soon as you put him in the game, and so many coaches value that kind of consistent approach from a bench player that can be a pro.
First free throw is good. Eubanks, he's checked in for the Suns. Royce O'Neal comes in for Kevin Durant. Both free throws good from Eric Gordon. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Paul against Booker. Paul passes to Curry. The three. Phoenix grabs the miss. Allen outside. O'Neal. Second chance shot. It's not going to go for him. Great D that time from Green. Wembanyama finds Wiggins. Outside for Curry. They get it back. And Wembanyama throws it down.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him. And you got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Remaining in the third.
Wiggins dishes to Curry. For the three. Curry with another miss.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Paul with the bucket.
Now, Draymond Green, we know he plays with attitude and he plays with force. But his teammates appreciate the unselfish approach he has.
Gordon kicks to Booker. Over Paul. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Booker.
Yeah, the smaller defender there really not having a chance. That's where a big guy needs to rotate over and
to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Eubanks. And Okogie subbed in for Allen. And it's good, 2 points. Now just a 2-point Warrior lead.
He was sitting back a little bit there in the first half, but feels like showtime now, and he's ready to put some major points up on the board.
Here's Podziemski. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard him and where your point of commitment is.
Okogie, and he uses the glass on the layup. Okogie's got 6 points.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
That one good for 2. And the Warriors lead by 4.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Booker with it. Kuminga picks him up. Now here's Booker. D right on him. Launches it. Offline. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Warriors lead by 4. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from San Francisco. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Thompson is out there with Jonathan Kuminga. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Podziemski in at the 2. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Beal finding a guy with a better look that time.
Here's Curry. Passes to Wembanyama. Kuminga with it. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Beal the pass to Booker. Takes the 3. Podziemski grabs the board. Warriors leading by 6. Thompson looking for an opening. Beal pulls it in.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Here's Okogie. He's covered by Thompson. Okogie, the pass to Nurkic. Here's Okogie. Just 3 to shoot. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. Nurkic with the block.
Nurkic, big and blocking.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Count it.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
And the Suns call time here.
Yeah, his shot is just not there tonight, guys. And instead of trying to shoot himself out of the slump, maybe he needs to start moving.
A change here. Wiggins is checked in, and the Suns also making a change. Allen's checked in for Josh Okogie. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during that last timeout, I listened to Frank Vogel talk to his team. Now, he asked the defense to lock it down inside. He said, let's get physical. I don't want them to think we're soft in there. No more easy shots in the paint. So that's what the defense is set to do. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's Thompson. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. Booker against Curry. Here's Wiggins. Rebound by the Suns. Nurkic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Kevin Durant.
Anticipating the contact there and toughness through that play, Durant is not afraid to attack the defense.
Now here's Kuminga. Wembanyama finds Wiggins. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Wembanyama has got 3 assists tonight. Here's Booker. No good. Curry with the defensive effort.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And so here's Phoenix. The Warriors making the shot. Durant inside. Defended by Kuminga.
Deadly. From every spot on the court, Durant is both prolific and relentless.
Timeout called the Warriors. To present the New Balance Player of the Game, Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors.
2 minutes remaining.
They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Oh, Curry, so accurate from three-point range.
Curry was such a smooth three-point shot. Are there better mechanics in the league?
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
We probably have to touch on as well that tonight their penetration has been awesome. I mean, they put force on this game, attacking off the bounce, and a willingness to do that has paid off.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within 8.
You know, you think about it, in 2015, a dozen teams passed on Devin Booker. Got to be tough for those front offices to watch him play this way.
Both free throws good from Booker. Warriors leading by 7. A minute 42 left to play here in the fourth. Curry outside. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Man, that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Now here's Durant. Good. And a nice assist from Booker.
I'm scratching my head. Is there a 4-level scorer? KD could be that.
Curry against Nurkic. Curry passes to Wembanyama. The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Again, Golden State.
Yeah, draw the D in, kick it out for the open shot. That's taking a page straight out of your textbook. Well done.
The shot by Beal, no good.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Now here's Wiggins. Wembanyama finds Curry. Clock at 6. Three-pointer. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly. If they just play smart, this game's over.
For 3, Durant. Money! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Despite a laid-back nature, Durant demands the ball in crunch time. This is why.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so they foul intentionally.
Second team foul. At the line for the Dubs.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
Yeah, so easy to root for Stephen Curry because of how much fun he seems to have on the floor. Embraces the competition, but is able to laugh it off when something doesn't go his way. A lot of things do, though.
Timeout call.
Substitution on the court.
Bounce pass from Durant. And again, it's the Suns missing. Here's Curry. So we see the Warriors get the win here. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Stephen. How special is it to share your success with your family?
That's what it's all about, man. I know you know when your kids get to enjoy the game and the show, and it's fun. So I'm glad I did something good for them in the fourth quarter.
They'll remember all of it, I'm sure, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you guys.
Much appreciated, David.